Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to be talking about some of the cool things happening in Farmers Branch with the Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's I Spies.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
So Farmers Branch has always been a cool place to live, work, and play, but you know, every once in a while you need a reboot. You need to freshen things up, and to talk about that today, Grace Speese. She is Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, and you're a newcomer to the Chamber, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
18 months so far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and what I love about that, Grace, is you didn't come in with a bunch of old traditions that you were tied to.
No.
And that's important. What are some of the things that you've brought to the Chamber?
Well, I think our chamber really needed a revitalization, some fresh energy, some fresh perspective. So my gift is definitely in marketing. I'm a creative person, as you've seen with some of my videos and things like that. I'm not afraid to take risks, to try new things. If it doesn't work or whatever, then okay, we'll move on and try something different. So I think that I'm willing to step out of a box. And I think, not having the chamber background or the tradition allowed us some freedom to navigate and to really be innovative and pivot quickly, just like everybody else had to in 2020. We were already pivoting, so it was great.
And you were a member first. They approached you, is that right?
Correct. So I was a sales manager at a hotel on the east side of Farmers Branch, and I'd been running around with the chamber doing the ribbon cuttings, the luncheons, all the things. And one of the board members, he put a microphone in my hand. He made that mistake once. And then it just kept me up in my hand. And so they had apparently been filling this position. There was about a 1.5 to 2 year lapse of leadership that I wasn't even aware of. I was just, again, running around as a member. And so they asked me to interview. And I did, and they actually rewrote the position for me in order to accept me for it. So.
And you're young. We should point out today's your birthday.
Yes,
right?
Thank you.
And I think sometimes young eyes and the energy that you bring make a big difference, right?
Absolutely. It's definitely, it has its ups and its downs, right? I'm just going to share, right?
Yeah.
Last week when Jeff approached me to come on for the interview, he was like, "Hey, I'd like to interview the president of your chamber." And I was like, "Hi, she is me." And so, I get that a lot, so people are like, "Oh, you must be like in your 20s. What are you, like the marketing girl for the chamber?" And I'm like, "Thank you, but no, like I run this place."
That's a lot of responsibility.
It is, but it's been a huge blessing. I've got great board members, our members are just phenomenal. So we have a really great team of people who want to see our community prosper.
One of the things that Grace is really skilled at is YouTube videos. And so I want you to set the stage for the video we're about to see. It's called The American Dream. Tell us more about this video.
Yes. So, with the shutdown and everything, and just, I really have a heart. This is what chambers are for, is to support small and local business. And so really the heart of this video is to show like the interconnectedness of community and how your American dream affects my American dream and my American dream affects others' American dream. And right, to just show that, like, send a message of hope and unity, and that really we're all connected and we all need each other, and that everyone is important, no matter how small or how simple their business may be, that it's necessary for our community to run.
Outstanding. Let's go ahead and roll that video now.
My American dream is to help you stay healthy and energized so you can live your American dream.
Our American dream is equipping future generations of American dreamers.
My American dream is to protect my community so they can live their American dream.
dream is to bring you some spice and flavor to your life.
Our American dream at Asher Interiors is making your American dream more beautiful and comfortable.
Our American dream is ensuring what's most valuable to you.
Our American dream is to feed your American dream, to provide the most incredible barbecue experience we can.
Our American dream is creating opportunities for healthcare providers so they can have their American dreams.
My American dream is serving our business community and advocating for all of your American dreams.
Wow, so creative. Was that fun to work on?
Yeah, it was really fun. Again, I think I flourish and I'm most filled when I'm in my marketing space and in that creative. And I feel like this is a way to serve businesses in a really unique way. Again, I don't know much about chambers, but I don't know how many other chambers create their own marketing collateral.
Yes.
So this is designed to be, well, this is what we do as a chamber. So it's our marketing collateral and a way to market, right? 6, 7, 8, 10 businesses real quick.
Do you think because you didn't come up through the chamber and have be tied to all those traditions, you kind of say, why not? Well, let's go for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't wonder if sometimes people are behind doors scratching heads or thinking, what is she doing? But again, I'm willing to be humble and receive any feedback anyone has for me. They liked it, they didn't like it, bad idea, good idea. But again, I'm willing to just step out.
Well, the proof is in the pudding because you're adding platinum members right and left.
Yes,
right?
Yes, we've added 4 new platinum members just this year.
That's amazing. So. That's amazing. Tell us what the value of becoming a member is. What do the members get out of it?
Well, so at a base level, what a chamber should do is help increase your profitability, your bottom line. So either help with increasing revenue, decreasing expenses through our collaborative local business economy, and then also increasing local market share. But even above and beyond that, just by investing in a Chamber of Commerce, you're investing in our programs. So we have built a legislative advocacy arm that is, working on how do we engage with our senators and our representatives in Austin in order to make sure that, business legislation is good. We also are launching, I'm really excited about this, we're launching our workforce development program. Cool. So we'll be working with like high school seniors and college freshmen and giving them soft skills like email, phone call, interview, help them build a resume. Some of the things that I feel like are that people would say are lacking in the traditional education, helping to bridge that gap. And our goal is to launch all of them into internships or paid positions within our local business community. So even if you were to never come to a networking luncheon, sure, you could know that your dollars are going back into the local community to support our business programs.
And let's go ahead and put up your March calendar of events. Are you guys going back to physical meetings?
Oh, yes. We've actually been doing physical meetings.
That's awesome.
Again, we're member supported, and my job is to do what my members request. So we've been having luncheons. Our city did a really great job. They built some parklets for several of our restaurants, like outdoor seating areas where they might have taken up part of the parking lot to build an area for them. So we'll have them outdoors. The weather's been great both in the fall and the spring. And otherwise, we have other places and venues that we can, have 1,000 to 1,500 square foot room and 15, 20 people in there. So again, our members have been hurting because of the economy over the last year, and our job is to support them. So
sure.
They want to engage, and so that's what we do.
What makes your chamber different?
Well, a lot of people come to our chamber who've been to other organizations. I haven't been to many other chamber events, so again, I'm kind of in my own little bubble. But the feedback that I receive is that we're one of the most friendly chambers, that we're very welcoming, that we clearly, have a mission to support small business. We are a chamber who prays. I feel like that's risky to say nowadays in business in the marketplace, but I'm not ashamed. One of our churches has been a platinum member for like 30 or 40 years, like since the 70s or 80s. An older guy, his name is Brother Eddie. And it's one of the things that I loved about the chamber when I was a member. He prays over and blesses the new businesses at their ribbon cuttings. And so we just believe in inviting the power of God and the Holy Spirit to be in our business community. And I think that that also shows in the prosperousness of.
Absolutely. You're also very active with something called Chamber Chat. Let's go ahead and put this on the screen. Look at all those. So what is Chamber Chat?
So again, when the whole world was changing and everybody was pivoting, I was like, well, everybody's on social media right now, right? The world shut down, people are in their homes, but you could tell people on social media by the droves. So, right, like I was like, okay, we got to get there fast. And how do we get our businesses there? And so many, respectfully, like my small businesses, they don't all know social media very well. They may not do their own Facebook Live. So for me, it was a way to like interview them and encourage them and bring them into the social media realm, and again, to support and promote their business. So it's just a fun way. It was interesting. I was sharing with your production gentleman that when we first went on Facebook Live, I would be texting people updates and announcements, hey, we'll be on Facebook Live at 2 p.m. And everyone was like, send the Zoom link. And I was like,
that's okay.
But it shows you how quick people got trained to a Zoom meeting, but they weren't used to a chamber doing Facebook Lives. And so it was just, again, something that I felt like was new, was innovative, was different. How do we get our businesses out there in front of people? And it seems to be working.
Grace, we've got about a minute left. I always say that you got to circulate to percolate, and a lot of small business owners, they're sitting behind their computer and they're praying that business comes their way. You really have to go out and network, don't you?
Yes, I think that it's important, that it's great how much technology has evolved in our current world, but I do think people are craving relationship. And all the more with all the isolation things that happen. I've sat with business owners, who just have cried, who've shared their story with me. When I go visit someone, I may be the first outsider they've talked to in the greater part of a year. And so I really think the power of relationship is where, the future of business, especially local family-owned business, is going. So
outstanding. Well, you've been a great guest. We're going to have you back again soon.
Thank you, Jeff.
We're going to end by putting up the website. It's fbchamber.com. Grace Speese, thank you so much and happy birthday.
Absolutely, appreciate that.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.